troubles? Talk to Mitch.
Okay, so
Let's see, the
let's see.
captain's dance is the Macarena.
I like it.
Mathematician walked into a decimal party. It was tens. Oh, these little bastard cats of ours.
Do they chew on your... We can probably fix that with some electrical tape.
For the time being, yeah. Until they decide to do it again, you little bastards. I don't know who your parents are. That's right. We adopted you.
So we are maxed out on Ninja.
Synth walked into the Brotherhood of Steel meeting. It was dance. I particularly like the fact that Ultra Bindu's like, first time I did that mission, dance glitched out and spawned without clothes. How do you get that? I think
No
that would just
idea.
be hilarious. Was he in like boxers?
I mean, when we had him, he was in his little...
Or was he in skivvies?
Good question.
Or was he in his under
You know,
Mormon clothes?
I figured out I'm going to do Rifleman. Final perk level.
No, seriously. He totally has the Mormon underclothes.
Yeah. So we've got 2 settlements under attack. Should we even bother to go back and help them, or should we just kind of let the chips fall where they may?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm not making decisions tonight. I've had a rough day.
Brooks is a mainland.
And
Alan, we doing business?
they wanted to kill him. If he whines about it too much, I'm sure you can
I'll take a look. Don't try and
scrounge up some of the people who feel that way about dance. Cassie sounds a bit like a latter-day Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay.
And you know, you're right, Keith Shizzle. My cough does not sound good. I really need to make an appointment at the doctor, but I couldn't today because I have a class that I cannot miss. If I miss, I fail.
Wow.
No.
Is that bad? I thought it was like if you miss, you get like a B at most.
No. Essentially, if I have a B and I miss, the best I can get is a C.
Yeah.
So, and you can only miss half of a class because essentially one whole class is essentially the equivalent of 2 separate classes. So, yeah. So, I couldn't go today anyway, and yesterday we were at the doctor for you.
Yeah. I have a thing.
He has a thing. Right now, his face looks like that of John McCain.
Yeah.
No, like literally. I looked at him, I said, honey, you're suffering from John McCain face. We need to go to the doctor.
Nice. Dance was in an adult diaper. Because, hey, sometimes you just can't stop the fight.
Actually, when you're in a suit of armor and the general suit that they have on, do you see a zipper?
I don't.
Exactly. So,
Children of Adam are trying to kill
depends
us
it is.
all, drive us into the ocean.
Brooks, you know, when I'm feeling down, a little commerce
Yeah.
always cheers
So,
me
yeah,
up.
so hopefully I'll be able to make an appointment with the
What's your
doctor.
story? Just a guy trying to make a few
I don't know,
caps.
tomorrow, maybe
Speaking of
Friday. Maybe I can make it on Friday.
buying anything?
Right now, it just sounds bad.
Let's see what you have. Here's what I got.
I've had worse.
I've definitely had worse. I can actually still speak. Usually, you know that I'm really sick if I can hardly speak or I sound like I'm a cockroach being chased by, like, a raid.
Okay, that's an odd comparison, but fair enough.
Well, I mean, the way... Raid! Rah! Okay, anyway.
Make my monster
Make
grow!
my monster grow! Okay, I don't know why she became either British or Australian. I don't know, but it's a thing.
I reckon the Brotherhood makes the initiatives change all the paladin depends. That's fair.
Or they have to shuttle them out of the chute of the Pit Pridwin. Well, not anymore, they don't.
No, they don't. All kinds of fun.
You know, that's... If I had a weapon, I would totally fight. That was that kid's job.
Yeah.
You killed him, you know. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I completely
Here's
killed the
annoying
child.
little git. Anyway. And the elite initiates get to change all their Maxons.
Ouch.
Nobody wants to do that.
All right.
They get to see his shriveling bowls.
So I'm going to have to go back to the Commonwealth to defend these
Settlements.
Now I'm sitting here going, wait a second. Well, 2 fast travels
You might not have time to get all the way out of your power armor. Well, it's kind of like the old suits of armor of medieval time.
Hey, somebody had to launder those.
Somebody had to launder the underthings, and somebody had to clean out the leggings.
Yeah.
What was the? You read a book where they sat there and they're like, "Well, you fought in a suit of armor. Are you saying that you never sat there and?" Well, yeah, things happen.
Yeah, and yes, I, heir to, such and such noble person of this rank, have shat myself twice in my armor.
It's not like you can just whip yourself out of your armor so you can go hit the local outhouse.
Yep.
And let's be honest, I know for a fact that basic armor would not fit in either of our bathrooms.
And true. Bring me my brown pants.
Bring me my red shirt, and bring me my brown pants. And yes, they were squires. Squires were called a thing, and there's a reason why they took them so young, because, something? You have two choices. You can either be a squire and clean up my shit, literally, or you can go live with the peasantry.
And really,
and you know something? Very good, sir.
Okay, ooh, Gunner Corporal.
'Twas a brown pantaloon situation.
So let's see. So we failed to defend 10 Pines Bluff.
Whoops.
Guess we could only get one of them, so... This was the one that came under attack first.
You know something? What the hell was fucking Preston doing?
Seriously, Preston, you have failed me.
Preston, you are failing. You're supposed to be like my second in command. What the hell do I pay you for? Oh, what? Wait.
I don't
pay you. Still, slack it on the job. I'm gonna reduce your rank.
I can do that. I am the general.
I know. Yeah.
Yes, you are taking casualties.
Where did that go?
It's pinned to the wall.
It's pinned to the top of the car. In England, the person whose job it was to empty the king's privy and wipe his arse was called the groom of the stool.
Nice.
But did he ambulate? Did he ever watch the stool ambulate down the hall?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, okay, in case you don't get the joke, that was kind of in poor taste, considering. It's kind of a, if you've ever done any kind of healthcare, one of the things that they say is, like, they make references to ambulating in stools.
Yes.
Ambulating being walking and stools being, well, either shit or an actual physical stool. Take your pick. And there have been times where somebody wrote up, like, a report and said the stool was ambulating. And they didn't specify that, it was not fecal matter. It was an actual physical stool that somebody was ambulating down the hall. They were walking it down the hall. And so that was one thing, but then they sat there and they said that the stool was ambulating and it was referencing shit. So the shit was walking down the hall by itself. Which is really concerning when you think about it.
Now because you bet your ass your enemies
I can see that.
I'm really surprised they didn't call him the groom of the John.
Let's see what you have.
Just think how
Only
damn
after
good
the
it'll feel when
12th century or 13th century.
Only after,
Cricket. She's got some rounds for us.
I like that little bit of trivia, K-Shizzle. The pay collectors of bedpans output, night soil, etc., for fertilizer, and hide tanners went around with carts called honey wagons.
Yep, I knew about that.
I knew about that one. Some people would call that, if you've ever seen Strong Bad, the Poopsmith.
Yes.
Poopsmith.
So let's go ahead and loot some people.
I've never tried to smith anything with poops.
That's
I don't know why you would bother. I mean, it's just going to be a little bit. And believe me, I've seen a lot.
Well, I reckon
I've seen a lot of cow shit.
I reckon you can make one hell of a magic sword using dragon poop.
Well, that depends on its form.
As we saw in.
It depends. Is the dragon well? Is it ill? Because they never. That's one of the things they never discuss. If you have a sick dragon, does that change the poop? If the poop changes, what is the quality of weapon you would get from it?
Rest well, sweet gunner captain. Nailed to the hood of to the top of a car.
Wait a minute. Go look at him again. Him, her, whatever. Doesn't this one kind of look like a sleeping curry?
Kind of.
Oh god, that's just creepy.
Yeah,
Ooh, you could get bubble gum.
that's okay.
Oh, nice.
I just want to get all the ammo and stuff.
Oh, of course. Ooh. Ooh, a spike. Take that back.
Yep, we can reclaim those.
Yay.
And yes, that was the railway rifle literally nailing part of somebody to the wall. The reason I love this thing. Don't know who Cedric Hopton
Who
is?
in the hell is shooting? I hear shooting in the distance. You did not take that stim pack.
Are you sure it wasn't shooting? Or it was shooting. It wasn't our giant cat running across the floor.
No, I heard it in these, not
Oh.
out here, and I did not feel it on the floor, okay? I can tell which cat jumps on our bed depending on how loudly they run up to it and how loudly they oomph onto it, okay? Freddy is the loudest.
He is.
Jinxie is the quietest. Alex usually gets himself partially up there and then scrabbles up the rest of the way because he's lazy.
Okay, back to the
And
far
Rascal
harboring.
uses the stairs
He does.
most of the time. So yeah. You see? That's what it is.
So let's see. Back to Far Harbor.
To Fahaba. That lady's head pinned to the roof of a car, so a symbol of the wasteland's brutality and Fallout's janky physics system.
Yes, but it's actually a specific property of the railway rifle. It can nail pretty much any detachable body part to a.
As long as you're not hitting center mass, it can detach it and put it to the wall. Please take the guns away from your cats. Cats have terrible trigger discipline. But because of the fact that they don't have opposable fingers and thumbs, they're better than monkeys of any of any sort. Any kind of primate who have the understanding of what exactly they're doing.
As we've seen video of.
As we've seen video of. I don't know where that was. I wish I could find it, but I know I won't be able to. Okay, I'm gonna give it.
Poor Dizzy Kitty.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! Let me go. Where's the ground? The ground. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I need something to hold on to.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that is... Okay. That one's intense. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find what I'm thinking of.
Ah, there it is, right?
There it is. What do you think? The short one or the longer?
Oh, that should be fun.
This should be fine, I think. Let me check it real quick.
You might have to hit mute.
Who's there?
Wait, you guys have repopulated? Well, hello then. Unexpected. And there's a mine.
Yeah, that'll do. That will do. That. Cats and physics normally get along so well.
Oh.
Good job, Nick. I'm impressed.
I appreciate you helping me there, buddy.
Cats and physics, they normally get along so well. Well, I think that depends, because cats can get along with physics.
On occasion.
On occasion. It's really subjective. You know, I've never actually done that. What was in that clip?
Spinning the cat.
Spinning the cat. I've never actually done that. I've never done the putting a cat up against a broom and shoving him off, although I can totally see Rascal doing and being all excited about that. I don't know.
He is a weird cat.
Because Rascal is weird. I love him, but he's sitting next to me as I talk about him in such,
Glowing terms.
and he sits here and he's just like, I'm PTFO, cat mom, fuck you.
He is.
And I can't argue with that. I mean, how do you argue with that?
You don't.
Yeah, exactly. You don't. You don't. You don't. You can't. It's impossible.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anybody else back alive here.
Hello, is anyone alive back here? Let me fix that. Something, cold dead fingers, you darn dirty Second Amendment apes. You know, this wouldn't have been a problem if they hadn't given the gun to the ape.
Yes.
Can we all agree with that? That, you know, it's kind of like children. If you don't give children guns, they can't shoot you.
And yet, we lose so many people to being shot by toddlers
I know.
in the United States.
And you know what's funny? A lot of them sit there and say, I was trying to teach them gun safety.
Well, how'd that work out?
How'd that work out for you? You were shot in the ass, testicles.
Sorry, Testicles sounds like a Greek name.
It does.
The Grand Hero Testicles.
Watch, I met the Grand Hero Testicles. He was full of girth and fervor.
I'm pretty sure the United States is about the only nation in the world that actually needs a statistic for how many people have been shot by toddlers.
Oh my. How to talk to your cat about gun safety pamphlet.
I love it.
Uh-huh. Okay, Fluffles, this is a gun. You don't touch it. Ever. There.
There's one encounter here that I am looking forward to just because of the sheer what the hell.
Actually, you know, an interesting question about that. I'm gonna double check. Is the safety on?
Can't really tell from that angle. I think this might be close.
Hold on a second. I don't know that this weapon actually has a safety.
Well, that
Unless
doesn't
that's
seem
a
good.
safety. That shouldn't be the safety, should it? Safety should be further back. Right?
You
That's
would
how it
think.
works? Because this looks like it could be a safety, but that's not a safety. I don't think. The safety should be back here by his elbow. Anyway, you know
well,
something?
why not?
That just ain't right. Is not right.
This is probably overkill.
Apparently not.
How did you survive that? I rocket launched you and you're a wolf.
Customers who bought this item also bought 2 other books with the exact same time. What?
Well, I mean, really, that's one of those. Just I'm gonna have
Cold
this.
Dead Pause. How to talk to your cat about evolution.
Is your cat plotting to kill you?
Oh, for God's sakes. Every cat is
Yes.
plotting to kill you because if you die and you don't leave them enough food, yeah, they'll eat you.
We've made our peace with that.
It's a reality. I can live with that. How to talk to your cat about gun safety and abstinence, drugs, Satanism, and other dangers threaten their 9 lives.
Hey, listen, if you don't talk to your cat about catnip, who will?
I could pee on this and other poems by cats. Oh. You know, I'm just gonna leave that one. You know, considering I don't know that was a physical pamphlet for like $9. You know,
printing
I
costs are
think
expensive.
I'll be honest. I don't have any kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I would feel comfortable not talking to my cats about guns because I know that I'm gonna sit there and I'd start off, be like, okay, kitties, we're gonna have a talk about guns, and then one of them would start licking their ass,
That would happen.
and then 2 of them would start fighting. Jinxie would hiss. One would be chased around the room. Sure, there would be a tussle. Something would get broken,
A lot of people.
and
Man.
wait a minute. I know there's something I'm missing. I would end up giving them catnip to get their attention again.
Woo,
and then
cat
they would be high. And you know something? There is absolutely nothing that you can talk to a cat about when they're high because they're just no. They're just shit. I don't even know cuz I've never been high like a cat on catnip.
In all fairness, Freddy does not need ham safety. He understands ham safety. The safest ham is the ham that's inside of him.
The safest ham is the ham we give him that he can eat and then have it inside of him. Then it's really safe because no other kitty can steal it. But the reality is he's the one who likes to steal from other cats. Only 3 of our cats like ham. And Freddy will sit there and pester the other one and try to steal. And I have to yell at him. No thieving from your siblings.
And then
Which he doesn't pay attention to and then steals from his siblings. You know, it is hard to be a cat mom.
It is.
Cat parenting, you know, parents say that, you know, parenting is hard of children. But I'm going to sit here and say, cat parenting is even worse in some ways because the cats want to go outside and then they don't, and then they do, and then they don't, and then they do. They wake you up at insane hours of the night for no reason. These kids wake you up for a reason. I'll give them that. Usually it's a diaper or a food or what have you. And the cats never completely understand you. Never. Okay? So they never understand you. At least kids eventually do understand you, even if by the time they understand you, you're probably so old that you're gonna die soon anyway.
True.
How to talk to your cats about the concept of private property and ham sharing etiquette.
That'd be a very...
that's a very long title, but I think that, you know, it sounds very posh. I think it would sell.
Yep.
I totally think that would sell. Does he have a harpoon gun? Yes,
Pretty sure he does.
Well, you got him to...
I got him to mutate.
Okay, you totally missed him. I think you need a different weapon with him.
That could be true. I'm going to deal with the guys who are around this corner.
You know, my parents talked to me about concepts of private property and ham sharing etiquette, but it didn't stick then either. I was like 4.
But I understand it's about roughly the mental age of the cat. 3 to 4.
Yeah. Okay, I swear I thought I just heard, like, the Legend of Zelda theme play.
Ooh, Legendary Ruthless Trapper again.
Yeah, that's him. That's the one that you morph.
It's morphin' time?
Speaking of it's morphing time. So after the funeral,
Yep.
we went and did the lunch thing, the reception.
Walked around the local area.
Then we locked rock one them.
Yeah. Went to a favorite restaurant of ours in the area.
A restaurant that the first time that we went to this area, we ate at together. And
Yep.
so it has special significance.
Yes.
And also Saganaki.
Yes.
You
Which,
know,
if you've not had Saganaki, it's amazing.
you're not living. If you have not had Saganaki, go out and find a place that serves Saganaki and go get yourself some because
Think Greek. It's like it's fried goat cheese.
But it is so good. Actually, before it's okay, it's they pan fry it on either side, so it's got a little bit of a crust on it, and then they sit there and they take it out to you. They pour some ouzo on a hot plate around it, and then they light it on fire. Phenomenal, and of course you have to yell
Oppa!
Because
And it's
actually, I noticed
delicious.
one of the waiters did not do that, and we did, and he was just out there, and he looked at us like we had shot him, and I was
Yeah.
just like, well, you know something, do your job.
Yes. Oppa!
Oppa!
Hello, Trapper.
What was really kind of funny is that a woman, this was the first time that there, at another table near us, I heard that there was a woman that's the first time she'd been to a Greek restaurant. I had
So
no
they did
idea.
this.
I did not pay any attention to. Like, I didn't look to sit there and see any kind of articulation about like what her age bracket was or any of that. I didn't care. Do your job, Opa man. You know that? Yeah, you know.
Ooh, football head.
Ooh. How far does it go?
Good question. After a while, the thing sits there
It
and
just
cuts
sits there and
out.
says, you know, we can't follow it anymore. But yeah, so we sat there and we yelled Opa, but she had no idea what to expect, and they're like, well, they're gonna come out here and they're gonna pour, you know, the liquor on top of the cheese, and then they're gonna light it on, and then they're supposed to yell Opa. And she's like, oh really? And they're like, yeah, okay. The kid didn't. This was a young kid. That's the one thing I noticed because I happened to see him coming out the door.
Uh-huh.
He comes out with it, pours the ouzo on, lights it, and doesn't say anything. But we see the flash, and we're like, Opa! And then their table, Opa! I'm sorry. I thought it was funny.
It was.
It was hilarious. I loved it. But yeah, so we did that, and then we went and we visited his mom. His mom, whatever. And by that point, okay, this is part of the reason why we didn't come back the same day as the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the local airport,
from where we live right now.
from where we live at present, essentially, the last flight in happens at around 4:30.
Don't have the key.
And the last flight out is around 5 or 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if you're gonna get into your connection station, you know, the connection where the connection comes from, anything after 4, you have a high probability of missing your flight, especially if there's any chance of delay.
Yep.
Okay? And we wouldn't have been able to get to the airport before 5 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, that all being said, we knew we couldn't leave that night with, you know, other things that we had to or felt we should do.
Yep.
And,
so we had some time to kill.
so we had some time to kill. So then, we're driving back to our hotel. Because we actually splurged on a hotel. Very fancy. Very fancy.
So worth it. So
You know.
so La Quinta.
So La Quinta.
It's, you know, you can tell because it sounds
and it was
foreign.
it was next to a Quaker Steak and Lube. We got wings.
Yep, and alcohol.
And alcohol. So, you know, winning on both points. So, yeah, so on the way we happened across a movie theater, and I had been wanting ever since I found out that they were
buddy.
doing a remake of the Power Rangers. I'm a Power Rangers fangirl. Started watching it when I was like 11 or 12. Because that's when it started, or when I could actually watch it. I don't know when it actually started because, you know, when you grow up in the sticks and you have 4 channels, maybe 5, depending on the weather, you take what you can get. And the Power Rangers were just like, they're just such a happy memory to me that I love them. So the moment that I found out that they were doing a remake of the Power Rangers, I was like, oh my god, I am going to watch this. Honey, if you don't want to go, I'll go by myself. I don't usually do that, okay? I usually don't go to movies by myself, but I was like, I am going to see this because I cannot see that they're making a Power Rangers movie and not go see it. I mean, that's like, that'd be like you sitting here and telling me that I made you this drink, but you're not going to drink it, and I'm going to be like, fuck you, yes I will.
Fair enough, though.
I've done that in the past. One of the Red Ranger actors was convicted of murdering his roommate.
Yeah, this person went out with a bang.
So they did. Is there any alcohol in any of those bottles?
Not so far. Oh, wait.
Whiskey!
It's one bottle and a bottle of beer.
Wait a minute. What's the white bottle at the bottom?
Oh,
There's a Gwinnett.
just a white bottle.
No, there's a bourbon. A Gwinnett Pale. A bourbon. What the...
Beer bottle.
No, there's a vodka. You pull out that vodka. You let this corpse keep it.
Thank you, drunken lady.
You know something? You couldn't have drank all of this anyway.
Fact.
Okay, I don't know any about one of the Red Rangers the actors who played the Red Ranger murdering his roommate.
You just know about your.
All I know is about my girl crush on all of the Power Ranger. Well, at least all of the first series of Power Ranger.
We're talking Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah, I'm talking about
generation here.
the generation that was Johnny Young Bosch and
Amy Jo Johnson.
And I can't name all of their names off the top of my head because, you know, things like, you know, memory, space, and stuff like that. So.
Bless you.
Cleared out some stuff. You know, Ricardo Medina Jr. That sounds like one of the later ones. I've never.
But in all
I don't
fairness, I'm
recall
pretty
the
sure he
guy.
murdered him with the sword, so.
Anyway, I'm like, I don't remember anything about them, but about that particular person or incident, but...
There was a garden gnome. I'm not taking it.
Good, nor should you. Do not take garden ornaments. There's a flamingo, leave it. It's not like anybody would understand what the hell it means anyway.
True.
But yeah, so anyway, so when I found out that they were remaking the Power Rangers, I was like, oh my god, I want to go see this. It's one of those, okay, it's one of those rare instances where they sat there and the way they portrayed it in the trailers, even if it seemed a little bit dark in the trailers, it seemed true enough to the original that I could sit there and be like, okay, I want to see this. I want to see what they're doing with this. This isn't like the Chipmunks where I was like, quit molesting my childhood!
Or the Smurfs.
Or the Smurfs. Or Garfield. Yeah. Or, okay, I could go on. I'm going to leave it at that. But, no, I mean, I sat there and I was just like, oh my god. I just want to see what they're going to do with it. If it's any good or not, I still want to see it. You know? And so that night, after the funeral, we went to the, what was it, the 6:37?
Yeah.
The 7:15? As long as they're all color-coded, it's still good. I agree. I totally agree.
It's important because you have to know who the leader is.
Oh, come on. Once they introduce the Green Ranger, you know that's all going to go down the shitstorm. There's going to be a total toss-up of who gets Kimberly or whatever. You know, whatever they decide to go with. Anyway.
Now the Yellow Ranger's in the running.
Hey, you know,
I
think they'd make a cute couple. I'm just saying. Be nice to sit there and have a romance between two women, because then it's not two men bitching about who's going to get laid by the head cheerleader. The movie, right? And I'll be honest, fangirl Nancy totally showed up to the party and squeed.
Died from joy.
I sat there and afterwards I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't do that usually, okay? I was so excited and so happy, and I think that they did a very awesome job. If anybody has any other thoughts about this, I am open to discussing. But seriously, I sat there and I was happy about the fact that in some aspects they sat there and they kept it true to the original. I mean, there's the obvious issues because, you know, but I overall liked it. Elizabeth Banks and Bryan Cranston. Exactly. But
which, by the way, Bryan Cranston was actually played some of the monsters in the original series.
He did.
And
must always be the leader.
Back when he was
a
broke, out of work, you know, just starting out actor. They were like, "Hey, we want you to play a monster in a rubber suit," and he was like, "That's eating money."
I hate to tell you this, Kay Shizzle, you're wrong. The leader is the Red Ranger. Lady is the Pink Ranger. The black guy was the Blue Ranger. And actually, the original black guy was the Black Ranger.
Yes, they were like, you know,
that's a little racist. Let's switch that up. But the Asian is the Black Ranger, and this time they actually have a Latina. At least I think she's Latina. I was assuming. I could be wrong, but she was. I thought that she was Latina, and she was the Yellow Ranger, which totally. I thought it totally worked.
Actually,
because
I think she might have been Pacific Islander.
I thought that she was Latina, but you know, either Pacific Islander or Latina, whatever. I'm not trying to be judgmental or say that they look alike, but they never specifically stated it. I guess you could say that there's a little bit of it if you sit there and you take the whole peanut cup thing. That okay, maybe. Yeah. But that could really be any. That could be any family who sits there. I mean, you know. But yeah. And then they come together and form Voltron. No, they don't.
Pretty much.
They form the Megazord. You know something? we're gonna have words.
Words, yo.
Words. Yes. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I felt they did a good job keeping true to the story, and yet, bringing it forward into the modern sensibility and modern realities that the world isn't what it was in the mid 90s, okay, or even in the early 90s. That's not what it is anymore, and I think they did a good job of it. Whether Trina was a Pacific Islander or Latina, I don't know because they never specifically articulate it, and I do not know enough of either variety of people to sit there and look at a face and be like, that's what it obviously is. And so I'm not going to totally assume, but I felt it was very diverse, and I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I was right.
Oh, you were right.
Latina.
And before I deal with this legendary venomous angler, I'm going to go ahead and save.